Heyo everybody, Haku here and welcome to the big 20 jump week. We have a lot of exciting new things here, starting off with a brand new manga. We're going to read Chapter 1 of Red Hood, the Hunter's Guild, or the Hunter's Guild Red Hood first. Then we're going to do 'Tis Time for Torture Princess, Chapter 103, Ghost Reaper Girl, Chapter 23, Candy Flurry, Chapter 10, and, excuse me Dennis, it's touching me, Chapter 28. Then for Part 2, we'll have Sakamoto Days, Chapter 29, Witch Watch, Chapter 20, Blue Box, Chapter 11, Nine Dragons Ball Parade, Chapter 19, and the finale, Chapter 27? Is that right? I think I had the wrong number written down of ITLC. Were there really 27 chapters of ITLC? Shouldn't it be like 22 maybe? Yeah, or 21. I think I wrote down the wrong number there. But yeah, we will be ending ITLC this week and starting Red Hood. And next week we'll be ending Nine Dragons Ball Parade and starting Neru. I haven't really heard much about Neru though in the, because I'm behind a couple weeks, in the few weeks it's been out, but I've definitely seen that people have been talking about Red Hood. I haven't seen what they've been saying about it, if it's good or not, but I'm assuming just from the fact that people are talking about it, that it's pretty good, so I'm excited for that. Because a lot of new stuff has started up since I've started doing these Jump Week videos and hasn't got a lot of attention, like Candy Flurry, sadly, which I absolutely love, but it didn't really get a lot of attention when it first started. So it's impressive to me that I have actually seen people talking about Red Hood. So yeah, without further ado, I'm excited. Chapter 1's going to be super long, as premiere chapters usually are, so let's go ahead and get into that. Starting us off with Red Hood Chapter 1, or again, the Hunter's Guild Red Hood. I feel like I'm just going to call it Red Hood for short, so let's see, we have a color page to start us out. Have you ever seen a dragon, boy? Could I have? Dragons only exist in fairy tales. No. Long ago, dragons flew these skies. But we exterminated them. Hunter's Guild, Red Hood. Interesting. 500 years ago, we killed the last one. Okay, so the main character, I thought, from the little the little thumbnail picture like I put up in the corner and everything, I thought the main character from this was a girl. Interesting. The Hunter's Guild Red Hood. Our story begins in the tiny hamlet of Kasuka Village. Another one vanished. Yes, only their clothes remained. There was blood everywhere too. So it happened again. A werewolf ate another one. Oh, I'm so hype. I really love this type of setting, too. Don't worry, everyone, you've got me. Look, I finally got a fawn this morning. I did it all by myself. Ugh, say all the villagers. Yes, he knows his way around a musket, but he's still a boy. All of our adult hunters were eaten. This hamlet's done for. Hey, yeah, I'm still a kid, but I'll grow up someday, big enough to hunt werewolves. By the time you grow up, do you think anyone's gonna be left? Werewolves. Horrifying monsters. They are, as their name suggests, humans who turn into wolves. One day a perfectly normal person is suddenly beset with the urge to eat human flesh. Sooner or later they transform into a cannibalistic monster. Is it an unknown plague, a witch's hex, or even a curse from a wrathful god? No one knows how it happens, but one thing is clear. Once a werewolf tastes human flesh, it will hunt humans for the rest of its life. Everyone! Okay, so is the main character going to end up being a werewolf who doesn't eat human flesh then? Is that where we're going with this? Alright. Mayor! This year alone, we've lost 6 to a werewolf. The way things are going, we'll soon be faced with little choice but to abandon our hamlet and move elsewhere. Mayor, teach me more ways to fight. If I can fight too, then... Velo? I guess I'm going to call them Velo for now. You still don't know the true terror of werewolves. Things have gone too far. I can't protect our hamlet alone. We don't have enough able-bodied adults to stand guard. I didn't want to resort to this, but I've sent a request to the Hunter's Guild. The Hunter's Guild? The Hunters Guild. Founded by the legendary Red Hood, it is a guild of mercenaries who specialize in monster hunting. Alright. Rumor says they're really just a pack of money grubbers, though. I heard they fleeced Rennet Village for a hefty sum. But every rumor always closes with, but they got the job done. Mayor, we're a poor hamlet. Where are we going to get all that money? Don't worry, I have it. I sold all of my sheep. My house, too. What? As of now, I'm homeless. Anyone have a spot by their hearth? That said, I made sure to ask for a really strong one. What were you thinking? You're the mayor. If the hunter can't rid us of the werewolf, this hamlet is done for anyway. What point is there to having any sheep or even a house? What'll you do if the werewolf is killed? That's just who he is. And Velo, laughing nervously. 1 week later. Welcome. Are you the hunter the guild sent us? That I am. I'm Grim. A pleasure. Honest little tiny person. You're a little girl? Yes, and? Pack your things, abandon the hamlet, this place is done for. Sorry to interrupt, but I'll take the first half of my payment up front, please. Mayor, we should send a complaint to the guild. I mean, they sent us a little girl. If you want a different hunter, you can request a change, but with the cancellation fees, transfer fees, and other fees, it'll cost you about 200 silver pieces. Can you pay that? Never mind, we're fine. Money, money, money. You get here and all you talk about is money. The rumors were right when they called you a pack of money grubbers. You don't care about our village at all. How are we supposed to trust someone like you? We can't. Listen, boy. We hunters aren't trying to be heroes. Florists sell flowers for money. Carpenters build houses for money. We're the same. The guild kills werewolves for money. I'm not going to work for free, and I don't have a fig for your feelings. If you can't pull the trigger yourselves, the only thing left to do is fork over your money. Am I wrong? You're just taking advantage of us. Velo, enough. Oh ho, what a child. You're a child too. Please don't take offense, Miss Huntress. Thanks, old lady. At least call her Granny, she's the mayor's wife. A werewolf ate Velo's parents years ago, the poor dear. But the mayor destroyed that werewolf, and took revenge for their deaths. Ever since, Velo's wanted to be a strong and kind huntsman just like him, right? Money for work is important, yes, but when the man one admires empties his purse to hire a savior, only for one like you to arrive, well, I hope you can understand. To accept money for a job is to accept responsibility for it. Let's leave it in her hands for now. Mayor. Just in case, everyone will still pack their things to leave. If you want, I guess. Velo, you show the huntress to the mountain hut. Okay. This way. It's not much farther to the hut. This is good enough. I'm not going to the hut. Huh? Show me a path back to the village, one that won't let anyone know we're coming. Why? Granny says the werewolf comes down from the mountains. If you keep watch on the slopes from the hut, it doesn't come from the mountains. You couldn't, what? If you keep watch on the slopes from the hut, it doesn't come from the mountains. Couldn't you sense it? I could, ever since I arrived. The stink of a beast and its gaze. The werewolf is probably in the hamlet. Beasts all over the shop. What? Wait, that can't be right. Once a werewolf eats human flesh, they can't ever go back to being human again. They'd stick out. Exactly. But werewolves are capable of transforming. They can at least look like their old human self. To werewolves, the food humans eat is like mud or rocks. If they tried to eat it, they'd just barf it back up. So it's going to be the mayor, isn't it? He just said that he got revenge when he was the werewolf. But humans themselves, they look like tender, juicy, walking meat sticks. Most try to hide it at first, but the urges eventually overwhelm them and they disappear into the forest. But sometimes, there are ones who can fool people long enough to devour everyone around them. And then we have these reactions from Velo. But I still can't believe that the werewolf is one of the villagers. After my parents died, the mayor was the one to take me in, but the whole hamlet raised me. Everyone there is a good person. Come on, this way. The hut is just past the... And then we have a scream. A human scream. That's the mayor's voice. This is far enough. This is far enough. You go back to the hamlet. I'm coming with. I have to save the mayor. Or what if the mayor is the only good guy and the rest of the hamlet, like, all of them are werewolves, and that's why they weren't in with his plan of calling a hunter. And that would also give Velo a reason to travel with the Hunters Guild if his entire village is then gone. There are lots of blind cliffs and streams in these woods. You're gonna really wish you had a guide, I promise. Don't fall behind. Next. She's fast. That way's a cliff. Go right. Thanks. I already told you, Huntress, that werewolf can't be one of the villagers. All the bad wolves come from the mountains. When you eat your dinner, do you feel like you're doing something bad? Chicken, pork, mutton, even plants have lives. Your oh-so-kind villagers are no different. They eat meat and plants every day without a second thought. In that way, werewolves are the same as humans. They must eat, or they'll starve and die. There's nothing good or evil about it. Being good people doesn't... Sorry, I'm distracted by this sort of circle of life here. I didn't really get it at first. It felt like the arrows were going the opposite ways that they should, but I get what they mean now. I think. Kind of. Feels weird that the mouse would eat the cricket. Or not the cricket, the friggin' lizard, though. I don't know. Still strange. Being good doesn't mean one of them isn't the werewolf. They won't eat in town. Personality has nothing to do with the need to eat. When we get to where that scream came from, don't expect to find any heroes or justice. There isn't any. Stop. And then she pushes him down. Blood. Yeah, it's still fresh. Huh? Wait, this is the mayor's axe. Look, the blood trail goes towards that building. That's the mountain hut I was supposed to take you to. This seems off. Let's take a look. We have Hound's Muzzle. The Hunter 616 tools. What is that creepy muzzle attachment? A secret tool developed by the guild. It can analyze the scent of blood and bones to tell what they came from. Its breath is loud. Decision. Scent werewolf. Blood is recent. Be careful, it could be rough. Then, the mayor fought the werewolf with this axe. Highly likely. Whatever the case, we'll find our answer in this hut. And then she busts the door down. Human bones. Is the werewolf not here? Velo? Velo, dear, is that you? Granny. So did Granny eat the mayor? Are you okay? Where's the mayor? Velo, child, listen carefully. The mayor, he's the werewolf. What? Right before the two of you arrived, he sensed you coming and escaped out that window. He almost ate me. You saved my life. So, the blood we saw on the way was his. Boy, watch over the old woman. I'll search for his trail. Boy? That can't be right. The mayor's the werewolf. That can't be. It just can't. Decision. Old man. 70-ish. Woof. Okay. So again, those are the mayor's bones then, probably. Granny, are you sure the werewolf escaped through the window? Yes. Why do you ask? And of course, the grandmother is the werewolf in disguise. I should have kind of got that earlier. Duh. Red Hood. Yes, why do you ask? Then, why are there still cobwebs? Bones worn in accordance with an axe wielder. Male, loves venison. Besides, there's no way a man the mayor's size could squeeze through that window. Granny, tell me, where'd the werewolf really go? And the wardrobe creaks open more. And now we have, what an odd design! That's so scary. It feels like body horror is like such a popular thing in manga now for some reason. Like even more so than like before and stuff. I know it's always existed, but it seems like so common now. So strange looking, though. I'm just trying to take that in. You okay, boy? Granny is... Wait, Grim, you're an adult? My, what a surprise. What's going on? I'll explain myself later. Right now, up. So is it just like body compression? The convenient trail of blood, the axe, left in an obvious spot. This was clearly a plan to split me off and lure me into the hut alone. The blood trail must have been from him then. These bones too. This is the mayor. Then that means I am the werewolf. So freaky. She's big. We have to pull back. Hold your breath. Real big. The hunter's 616 tools. Pocket chimney. And then a smoke screen. My nose. I warned you to hold your breath. Clever wretch. Up. The smoke screen won't last long. The mayor. He's dead. The wolf is bigger than I anticipated. I could use some help. We'll need every last bit of firepower we can find. Are you talking to me? Let's get back to the hamlet. We'll get some of the grown-ups to help. There aren't any able-bodied fighters left there. The mayor is dead now, too. I mean you, boy. What am I supposed to do? You saw that monster. Even the mayor couldn't kill it. I'm not dumb, you know. I get it. A little kid like me can't protect anyone. The hamlet, the mayor, not even my own life. And now we have another zip as she picks him up. You want to get eaten? No? Then fight. Do you think horses and cows hold still and let wolves eat them? That they just flop over and expose their bellies to be ravaged? Humans don't have hooves to run fast, or thick hides to block teeth, or sharp horns to stab with. Our weapon is our minds. We have to use that soft, squishy horn to break down our foes. You were the one who realized the werewolf hadn't left the hut. Why are there still cobwebs? That tells me that you can be useful, if only a little. Stand, Velo. How long are you going to wait to grow up? Goodness me, why are my ears so big, you ask? All the better to find you with, my dears. Goodness, why are my hands so large, you ask? And then she grabs on to Grim. All the better to hold you and not let you go, my dears. Why is my mouth so big, you ask? All the better to eat you up, my dears. Again, it's just so freaky looking. Velo, run. Get as far away as you can. And then it takes Grim into its mouth. She was eaten. Phew. Before they move somewhere new, I think I'll eat the villagers first. And then she knocks away Velo. I'll save you for last, dear. Let's start with the butcher, then his wife and child, the shepherd's family next, the florist, the gravedigger, everyone. Perhaps I'll preserve some, use their guts to make human sausage. But you, Velo, I'll tie up in the tallest tree in the hamlet. There you can watch as all your beloved villagers get eaten one by one. Then at the end I'll eat you. Goodness, why would I do something so terrible, you ask? Because I can't stand wretched little children like you. The mayor was a fool too, selling his livestock and even his home for a miserable little hamlet like this. The huntress he paid for I ate in one gulp. His pathetic resistance wasn't only useless, it'll get the whole place killed. You suffer because you struggle. Give up. Humans are eaten by werewolves. You will be eaten by me. It's fate. Things must eat to survive. There's nothing good or evil about it. And then he's taken into its mouth. And that's why we resist. It's not useless. The mayor's resistance wasn't in vain. I won't let it be. And he fires up through the top of the werewolf's mouth. My eye! Are you sure it was okay to sell your house, Mayor? What? Concern for me? Don't be. Houses can be rebuilt over and over if necessary. But lives? Lose them once and they're gone forever. I want to do everything I can to protect you and everyone in our hamlet, while I'm still alive. I'll protect it. Everything that you wanted to, Mayor. I'll protect, with all my strength. And then he slashes down it with the axe, and starts pulling it open to pull out Grim. Did you cut open its stomach? Yes, I did. What'd you just let it eat you for, huh? A scrawny little kid like him. Don't tell me that axes. Now, let's work together to bring that thing down. Unnecessary. Setup is complete. Interesting, though. So the axe has to be special then, maybe, and that would explain why the mayor was able to take him down in the past. Or maybe it's special because the mayor was able to take one down with it in the past. In the end, things worked out mostly according to plan. And then she fires a grappling hook. My food, my guts, my stomach. There's something still inside. And we see a bomb in a basket. Oh dear, is this my last meal? And we have a massive explosion behind them. Alright. You can see it, or can you see it from here, Mayor? The hamlet's safe. Thanks to you, I found the strength to stand up. I told you to run. That was crazy. Who are you calling crazy? At least I didn't get eaten on purpose to set up a bomb in its gut. I thought you would run. But you stood your ground, Velo. I'm not going to run again. I've learned that lesson. The mayor and you, Grim, taught it to me. You're sticky with blood. Wipe your face. Okay. Have you ever seen a dragon, boy? How could I have? Dragons only exist in fairy tales. No. Long ago, dragons flew these skies. But we exterminated them. 500 years ago, we killed the last one. And so dragons were forgotten, locked away in the world of books. No one has to live in fear of them anymore. Werewolves, witches, vampires, until the day comes when they too are nothing but myth. We hunters will fight on. Do you want to become a hunter, boy? This is a story of two hunters. So begins the Hunters Guild, Red Hood, Part 1, Werewolf Hunting. This reminded me a lot. Okay, just from Chapter 1, this reminded me a lot of Fairy Tale more than anything. Also a little bit of the Promised Neverland in there. But it reminded me a whole heck of a lot of Fairy Tale for whatever reason. I think just the style of the writing and everything felt very fairy tale-ish. The way the adventure played out. But either way, I guess that is it for now. I'm excited to get to the next few chapters because, like I said, I am a week behind, or a few weeks behind. But yeah, gonna move on now to the other 4 chapters that we got going for this video. And now tis time for Torture Princess Chapter 103. I am extremely excited because, of course, it's like one of my favorite things to read every single time I read. Like every week it's like one of my favorite things. So let's just get into it. We're starting off with a normal scene in the cell. Princess, 'tis time for torture. Princess, spicy foods whetted your appetite, did they not? Yeah, I can handle the spice. In truth, I too have a fondness for spice. As such, I have prepared one of my favorite dishes. Today's torture is this: fiery hot hellspice ramen. I love spicy food. Actually, the eating part would be more of a torture. And the chef of the Demon World's most renowned dining establishment, Hellspice Eatery, has specially delivered this dish. I mean, I like spicy foods, but that sounds like a little too much. What? Well, this is for the hardcore spice hounds who aim to achieve the pinnacle of spicy foods. I'm just a spicy food casual. I enjoy eating it, but I don't really feel like challenging myself with it. Preposterous. I had them go out of their way to have this dish delivered. 'Twas my lack of research that caused this. Sincerest apologies, noble chef. Today is marked a failure, so as not to waste this meal, I shall eat the ramen myself. Aw, I feel kinda bad. Sorry. And now we have, adorable torture eating. And of course, Princess getting jealous. Delicious. I wouldn't mind trying a bite. Your Highness. No, X, don't get me wrong. Just a tiny bite, you know? Just a teensy-weensy submission. What exactly is a teensy-weensy submission? Just look, X. Look how happy Torture looks. I really am terrible with super spicy foods, but I kinda want to try just a little taste. Please, don't share yet another Imperial secret for a little taste. Have faith in the Imperial Army, X. Huh? Even with a secret or two being leaked, nothing can shake their martial resolve. There's already been about 100 leaks or so. I want to eat it. Why'd you have to go and order such spicy ramen? If it was just regular spicy, I could go ahead and give up with it, or with no regrets. Oh, that's right, Princess. 'Tis not my regular order, so I had forgotten. But there's also a Hellspice mild dish on the menu. Mild? 'Tis a milder version of this Hellspice ramen. Why don't I have one of those then? The princess talked. Aha, yummy! The noodles are perfect for soaking up all the soupy flavor. The flavor just spreads through my whole mouth. It's just a tad spicy, the perfect level for me. Princess, 'tis a great opportunity. Why don't you try a taste of the spicier one as well? Huh, I'm scared, but at the same time a little curious. Whoa, spicy! But what's this that I taste? The flavor of the soup stock. Underneath the spice there's undeniably a proper delicious flavor thoroughly cooked in. Actually, it's because it's enveloped by the spice, the deliciousness stands out even more. I didn't think I could handle super spicy foods at all, but now I want to eat more. I could get into this. Yes, exactly. Next time, I'll try submitting to this kind of food too. Giving in to flavor, but never giving up on spice. Cute. Again, same as the usual. Just a cute, fun chapter. But yeah, again, just a cute, fun chapter, not really much to say. Now to move on to Ghost Reaper Girl. Now we've got chapter 23 of Ghost Reaper Girl, so I guess let's jump in and see what we got. Again, have to switch my brain from right to left reading to left to right reading. Yeah, Ghost Reaper Girl, chapter 23, The Day to Become a Hero. So excited. I love this frontispiece as well. I love it. Okay. I'm this close to passing out from the pain, but my body is way past its limit. Even so, possess me, Kai. We're putting Dagon down right here, right now. And now we see the transformation. Wait, Chloe, something's very wrong. And she just gets enveloped in the chain. What's going on, Kai? We aren't transforming. I can't. My soul's slipping through you, like water through a cracked cup. I can't possess you like this. That's interesting. So she's too injured or tired to go through the possession then. What about you, Noelle? I'm so drained I can't even return to human form, let alone possess you. She'll barely be able to move for a little while. No. Move. And then we see her get protected by Scarface. I told you you'd get in the way. I don't trust anyone who relies solely on borrowed power. It's cool. Let us handle the rest. Tekali-li. And we have Panzer and Shoggy running in. Shoggy, Mr. Pants. It's gonna be close. Dagon's entire body is covered in soul armor. The cause of Dagon's abnormally high defense is the impregnable armor skill. Scarface's projectiles are effective, but not enough to be fatal, and Dagon's keeping a close eye on Shoggoth's hammers. But more than that, she's at her limit. Panzer's the only one who seems to be doing well. You can do this, Mr. Pants. He gets knocked away by one of the tentacles. What are we supposed to do? I can't let that happen again. And she thinks about her friends being hurt. Kai, turn into a scythe. Chloe, what are you... Even if you can't possess me, you can turn into your scythe form, right? Probably. Then hurry. And now we have the chain wrapping around Dagon's neck. Chloe, you can't be thinking of... Here goes nothing. Steel yourself. She pulls herself in. That's crazy. She's going in unpossessed. She goes in for an attack. She's using skills without possession. It won't work. Dagon's armor defends against skills too. It'll shrug off even you're through the blood. You're kidding me. Not even a scratch. I tore off a piece of it easily before. That's right. Back in the cave. And she remembers Noelle biting into its arm. Bite it again, Noelle. I want to check something, please. Eek, you're asking too much from a cat. And then we have Noelle jumping in and biting it. But I'll do it from you, master. And it howls in pain. It worked, like I thought. Of course, Noel's a soul predator. He has a skill that lets him consume souls. It probably allows him to bite off soul armor, too. Noel created a crack in its armor, and now I'll gouge it out. And she stabs it in the weak point. Dagon started thrashing around. Hey, that'll do. Get out of here. It's too risky. You're only human. Only human. Get attacked like that and you'll die instantly. And now we see the blood coming from her arm as the chain wraps around it tighter. I can't. I'm scared. I have to beat this thing now, or this time a whole bunch of people will die. And that's way scarier than what might happen to me. Pack up, Ghost Reaper girl. Don't let it lay a finger on her. And we have all of her allies fighting. A little longer. Hold out just a little longer, body. Skill. And then, through the blood, we have this really cool 2-page spread where she slices through its neck. Ah, I love Shogun's face, her happy face. Bravo, Chloe, says Nyarlathotep. You took out Dagon. A god-tier enemy is a mere human. After this fight, no one can ignore you. Enemies and humans alike. The world's going to change. It's all going as you planned, eh, Nyarla? Oh no, this was inevitable. And I like that we're getting another shot of the lady she saved. I wonder if she's going to be important somehow. It's a universal truth that a hero is forged from turmoil. Alright, super cute. Oh, I love Chloe, Chloe and Shoggoth. And then even seeing the crying scythe form Kai. I love how the cast is filled out. Like, just seeing, like, West and Nyarlathotep in the last panel. And then we have Panzer, Noel, Kai, Chloe, and Shoggoth. I like how the cast is filled out. Okay, well that was an extremely fun chapter to read. I hope you enjoyed, if you're only here for Ghost Reaper Girl, I guess. But now I'm going to move on to another really, really fun, I guess, I kind of consider it a bit of an action shonen, Candy Flurry. I consider both of these action shonen really. They're two of my favorites right now. Yeah, moving on. We're now on to Candy Flurry Chapter 10 after the defeat of Popcorn Bakugo in what is like one of my favorite fights I've read in a long while. Like, all of the back and forth during that was just so funny. It was so good. So yeah, I'm loving Candy Flurry so far. Loving it, but also because I love it so much, getting kind of worried about it because Jump just likes to cancel things before they even get a chance to get started these days. So I guess let's go ahead and see what we get for Chapter 10. We have Popcorn Bakugo on the ground. I don't believe it. Chapter 10, Snowballing. I don't care what you believe, says Tsumugi. How do you know I'm just a scapegoat? You know the real culprit, don't you? I'm not telling. What? You said you'd tell me if you lost. No, I didn't. But that's what you implied. If I talk, I'll probably get a good scolding. Huh? Fine then. I'm going to set off all these kernels. Even though I'm in a bind, I can't help but laugh at this ridiculous situation. Don't bother. Oh? And they both get trapped in this spider web. Poor Popcorn Bakugo, his pose in the background. Don't even try to move. I really like him. Like I was saying before, I kind of hope he sticks around. Huh? Who are you? What's this? It's sticking to me. So another ability user, I guess. Ew, this is so gross. Don't get in my way. She's fighting me. The more you move, the more it sticks. And she starts to wrap him up like a spider. This is why I don't like working with you. Too many irritating things happen. Shut up, we're not done yet. It's over. We're going home. Just wait a second. So they're part of the bad guy group then. Kind of feels really early for this. You think you can ignore me and leave? And she summons a lollipop. Whoa, seriously. That's such a cool spread. Shouldn't you be tired? You were just in a long fight, weren't you? I finally have a lead to the real culprit. You're not getting away. I also love this outfit as well. And she charges. You know who's behind Tokyo's destruction, don't you? Yeah, I do. The one responsible for destroying Tokyo is our leader. I mean, I understand why you'd think of him as your enemy. But don't worry, you'll meet him soon. Tell me now. If you're coming after us, be careful. Once my gum's stuck on you, it's hard to get it off. It'd be a mess if it got into your pretty hair. Gross, that's sexual harassment. Let's go. I'll remember you. Just you wait. Huh? Kernels in the sticky stuff. Oh no. Bye-bye. And she has to leave to avoid the explosion. I don't know. I'm kind of scared that, again, we're getting such big plot development so early on. Because it just feels like, oh gosh, does that mean this could just end at any moment? It gets me nervous. But, again, maybe it's not like so crazy because I love Fire Force, and I feel like in Fire Force we also got like really important things really early on. Ew, it's that sticky stuff. Stop, you're not getting away from me. The moment it exploded. What's with that girl? She's like a rabid dog. And again, I love that she's using the stick to the lollipop more than the actual lollipop as her weapon. How exhausting. Their leader. So they're part of an organization of candy users, huh? What's going on? And again, why would... I mean, I guess there's a lot of good reasons they would have wanted to infiltrate the reset exams, but still, you tell me, what happened? Thanks. You're welcome. Are there any other agents? Is it just you? I assumed the situation involved you, so I went off by myself. I'll probably get in trouble. You're just a really nice guy, aren't you? I'm glad I came. Now, how are we going to explain all this? There he is, over there. This is... what happened here? How can I explain this in cover for Tsumugi? Oh? Is responsible. Misaki is responsible for all this. Wow! When Umino and I weren't able to fight anymore and the situation was looking dire, Misaki arrived just in time. Wait, what? After a really fierce battle, the enemy found themselves overwhelmed and fled. Thank you, Misaki. You saved our lives. She's unbelievable. How can you lie like... Lie? And then she just punches him. Are you alright? Oh no, it's his wounds from that fierce battle. That's right, you captured the donut and macaron users soon after joining the agency. For real? Is he a monster? The lies are all interweaving and getting bigger. A new star. Hurry, take him to the infirmary. A complete fabrication. His conscience couldn't take all the overblown praise. He starts foaming at the mouth. Sorry. Hey, your failure made the paper. I didn't fail. Misaki Midori. Want to see the photo? No thanks. So that girl's name is Misaki, huh? Girl, I guess. There's no mention of her lollipop. The reset's probably concealing that. Alright. That's fine. This newbie should try her best. It'll make it all the more satisfying when I kill her. Alright. Again, seeing... You know, maybe not the big bad. Maybe there's somebody even further behind this guy. But seeing them this early on does just not give me a ton of confidence. Oh well, though. It was a really good chapter as always. I really love Candy Flurry. I don't want to talk too much about being scared for its cancellation. But that's just something that keeps invading my mind. I think because I love it so much that I just want it to be successful, and the more things that make me scared for it, the more I just get distracted by that. But yeah, either way, I guess that's it. Going to move on to our last chapter to finish out this video. And finally, we finish out the video with Excuse Me Dentist, It's Touching Me, Chapter 28. One of my favorite comedies to read. I love all these characters. Not gonna lie, from last chapter, my dentist father can't be this cute. Like, Tomori's father is hotter than Tomori. Jeez. How can it be? But either way, I guess let's continue. We ended on kind of a cliffhanger with a gun popping back into the bus that Sen was hanging out on. But I feel like that's probably just going to be, I I forget Tamori's dad's name if we've even heard it. But it's like they've just left the bus as their sort of female disguise self, and they're coming back in as like the male Yakuza self, probably. Also, I mentioned it last time, I don't know how I feel about the development that their fathers had a similar relationship to what's going on between Takuma and Tamori. I feel like it kind of lessens what's going on between the two of them, which is a little sad. But either way, let's get into reading. That piece of trash, saying something so stupid like that without knowing who I am. You like me or something? I wonder what kind of face he would make out if he found, or what kind of face he would make if he found out who I am. And we have, so cute and angry. Hey, let go of me. Oh? Oh, never mind then. He's being kidnapped, but maybe by his own people for some reason. It's just going to be another, like, extremely doting father Takuma situation. Sen? Could they be guys from my clan? And then he runs after, she runs after. I don't know. I don't know what to use here. What are you planning? No need to give me the evil eyes like that. You've done a lot for us. So, we just wanted to thank you. Aren't you embarrassed doing something like this as a grown adult? You know, it becomes more fun as you get older. If there's anything to hate, hate your own situation. Okay. Sen. Alright. And then, of course, that's why he was saying that. Of course, it's just a birthday party. It's, again, the same sort of situation with this serious Yakuza attitude, Tamori, and the just goofiness of the Kurasumis. Or the Kurasumi, are they like the Kokyokai or something? Just the goofiness of them. I love just the reaction face again, because it's just like the modern time storyline. Happy birthday, young master. What the fuck? You guys, if you're going to make it a surprise, at least try to keep it a secret. I thought we disguised ourselves pretty well. There's no point if a Yakuza dresses up as a Yakuza. Huh? What are you doing here? Happy birthday. Huh? Thanks. Why the mask? Who's that? Is she young master's girlfriend? Way to go, young master. Hey, guys, come on. We're not like that. Who are you saying is the girlfriend, you pieces of trash? Hey, hold up. Pieces of trash? She's got guts. Wouldn't expect anything less from young master's girlfriend. Wait, this was a surprise party, right? How'd she know where this was? Hey, wait a sec. Why are you running away? Because it would be bad if they saw my face. Huh? Why? Didn't you come to celebrate my birthday? Me going to celebrate your birthday? How are you able to come up with such merry ideas? Well, you did come to my birthday party. I thought you were kidnapped because you were with me. Because I was with you? I've been wondering about this from before, but what are you hiding? Can't you at least tell me your name already? Who the hell are you? My dad is the head of the Shinju family, meaning I'm the child of your family, your family's enemy. That's surprising. So, did you approach me the Kokyokai to do some harm? That's not it. I just wanted to know. I wanted to know how someone who was born in a similar situation, lives and what they feel. And how was it? It seemed rather foolish, but I thought we're similar to you, so I'm able to say things I was never able to say to myself. You're just a normal, petty human being. And then they smile. You know, I wasn't asking about your dad, though. I asked about you. Who are you? I'm Chiaki Shirayuki. Chiaki? There's one more thing. I haven't had the chance to tell you. What is it? A surprise present? And then, damn, pulls out the extensions. I'm a guy. Happy birthday, Sen. Did you think I'd be happy to hear that? And we have both the past and present him yelling it. That's so great. Hey, Sen. Don't jump out onto the Hey, Sen. Don't jump out on the street like that. Overreacting like that. You're making me look like the bad guy. Chiaki! I've got this habit of tensing up whenever I see your face. How many times do you think I've been fooled by you? I've never fooled you once, though there are a bunch of things that I've never told you. That right there. Your son's just like you, a guy who can't be trusted because of the secrets he holds. You met my son? Yeah, I knew he was your son at first glance. He looks just like you when you were younger. I heard that there was someone who caught the interest of my son, so I went to take a look and it turned out to be your junior. Not only did your son seduce my son, but he stared at my junior and sighed. What the hell was he thinking? Hold up, there are too many mentions of sons and juniors. I don't know which son or junior is a person and which is a you-know-what. Is it all a dirty joke? Give me a break. No. Jeez. Why did he fall for your son, of all people? Probably the face. That confidence of yours pisses me off. I love Chiaki. I also love just the confusion. I don't know which, the whole, too many mentions of sons and juniors. Well, isn't it fine? Although the executives of the clans won't keep quiet if they find out, but I'm sure their encounter will spark something for our sons. It was the same for me. After meeting you, it changed how I viewed the world. Chiaki, what's with you being meek all of a sudden? I'm always honest and cute. Even though I might not have looked like it, I was actually quite flustered when you jumped out earlier. By the way, Sen, there's one thing I kept quiet about. What is it, another surprise? Earlier, I wet my pants. A little. And their reaction faces are always so good. No, quite a lot. I really can't trust your junior. You should have said so sooner. A bond between the parents that even the sons don't know about. Again, I kind of get it. Somebody jumped out in front of his car. I get it. And also they were going for a pun about not being able to trust their sons as well. But either way, that was fun. Again, I'm not sure how I feel about the relationship just in terms of it weakening the relationship between Takuma and Tomori, which I really, really love and is again, my top ship that I'm looking forward to for the series. That's my end game ship. So, we'll see where everything goes from there. But either way, thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, comment down there, tell me what you thought of these chapters, what you thought of my thoughts on them. I mentioned at the beginning that part 2 still has more stuff coming, including the finale of ITEL C. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. If you want to help support the channel on Patreon, to help me continue to make videos, then it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. But either way, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.